Aaron.
Man, that song right there, boy.
Don't make me wait.
That's right.
Way too long. I want it all. Yeah, y'all ladies be giving it to these lame niggas, man. Stop making me wait.
Straight up.
What the
Shannon,
fuck?
yeah, Shannon.
He on your head, Shay.
It's rough being the only female up in here.
Let me
They be on
find
me
out
heavy.
you messing with these lame niggas.
I be telling her, man. Yeah, like, I'm like, why you give these motherfuckers, that don't even.
You do your thing,
Deserve.
Shay. You do your thing.
But we're helping her get on the
you
right
do
path.
your thing, baby.
We're helping her get on the right
Path to
path.
success.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Screaming.
You gotta go through it.
He be just talking shit.
That's
I don't
it.
be
Sometimes
going, I
these
don't let nobody
queens don't
put
know
me
that they
through
queens.
nothing.
You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of my
homegirls. And
homegirls.
sometimes these.
Like, I never
sometimes
knew that
these
I was
rats
a-
don't know they rats. I mean, I'm just saying. So
Yeah,
you gotta let
100%.
them.
Adrian,
I'm not talking about you, Shay.
I'm just laughing.
I'm talking about you, baby. I'm just talking
Yeah,
about
in
you. Know what
general.
I'm saying? In
No,
general,
I completely.
we just gotta know our positions.
Yeah.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? We just got to be real with it. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
man.
saying? But no, that's it's funny because I was talking to my hairstylist the other day, and she was telling me that her one of her elders didn't want to believe what the song was really about. You know?
Wow.
But
meaning that wait.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? I posed the question, well, what do you think it's about?
Right.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because did you think it's like, don't make me wait to take you on a date?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
This the R&B version of "Girl, Give Me That."
you know what I'm saying? Hello, stop playing with me. Yeah, stop playing. You know what I'm saying?
Screaming.
But it's like again with obviously with the sound, man, that me and Sonny, created. We cultivated the sound called R&B.
Yeah.
And with it, the Bay Area is the only place in the world at that time of us coming up was, you were mixing, Usher and JT and all of these like, universal commercial R&B artists,
right,
with Too Short and E40 and Keek the Sneak and all the rest. You know what I'm saying? So for us, we knew that creating this sound was imperative for us. You know what I mean? Like mixing these traditional R&B chords and sounds and sonics with these Bay Area rhythms and lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like Wade is one of the more R&B sides of R&B. Yeah. But then you go to Bip City, you go to AOB and you're getting to know that Yay area side to it. You know what I'm saying? It's very player still. You know what I mean? But we like to show that, again, with R&B, it's so much of a vast variety of a range of just history. You know what I mean? That we can go from this ballads,
right?
Then we can go to this club shit.
Yeah.
We can go to the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? We can go to the beach, to the sand.
Man, that record.
Vacay. You know what I'm saying? They ain't heard vacay yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's all of these, and now even with CRSB, you're bleeding into island R&B.
Yeah, I see you doing shows with them and now.
That's really the thing, and that's how we formed this whole shit. The Brodies.
Yeah.
The Brodies is really, man, a lifestyle. It's a way to, to live life. We're changing. We want to change the narrative of how people deal with each other.
Right.
I see all these people, are quick to kind of like click up and make it seem like everybody's locked in. But, there's always that one person that wants to be the boss. We all bosses in our situation. And when you a Brody or you a Brodette, you know what I'm saying? That's what you are. You're heard. You're felt.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So with us, man, us making this allegiance, man, it's really building the bridge of island music, of the way they do R&B, because if you really listen to island music, they're actually extremely good at doing R&B.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These
it's R&B music with like an island influence.
You know what I'm saying? Like these islanders are singing their ass off.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be, Aaron, this is the first time I'm saying this on the radio, bro.
Right.
I stopped smoking.
Oh shit.
I stopped smoking, so don't offer me no weed, bro.
No.
Damn it. I was about the next break. I was like, yeah.
Don't offer me no weed, dog.
Hey, go ahead, put it in the
I
back.
stopped smoking, dog.
Wow, okay.
I'm a month. 30 days officially.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm listening to these islanders hitting these notes. I'm like, oh, y'all got me fucked up.
Okay.
So
Like,
usually
you
people
feel me?
smoke to take that away, but you now like you haven't smoked, so you.
Well, you know, I also shroom, so it's like
Oh,
I'm shrooming right now.
there it is.
So you
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Like,
it's
I ain't cold turkey.
I ain't cold.
yeah.
What?
I'm
Sober?
still having a good
Yeah.
time now.
What is that?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But I mean, you know, but for me, I listen to, you know, their voices and how they do, man.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, building that bridge to commercial R&B and even that island sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's really been how we've cultivated a lot of this, man, is their history and mine, putting it together.
Right.
You know, building a bridge. Like, I feel like, especially in the Bay Area, you know, we've gotten this this whole thing where people don't think we can work together. We can do, you know, my entire team is from different places of the Bay Area.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And y'all do multiple. Y'all wear multiple hats.
Oh,
you know
man,
what
we
I'm
got
saying?
another
Like,
film by the Brodies. We're shooting our own videos. We're composing our own stuff. You know, right now we're working on films. We're working.
I feel like people are gonna end up booking y'all to do their shit.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Artists gonna be like, I want the Brodies to.
Oh, you said it,
write my
Brody.
shit,
Hell yeah.
do my music
said it.
video. Like,
Absolutely. I mean, because that's the thing. Like when your motto and when your standard is set to the pinnacle that we've put ourselves to be at, where we have to be. It doesn't matter how anybody else looks at us.
Yeah.
This is the way we do it.
You
know what I'm saying?
breaking down barriers and starting your own, creating your own
Absolutely.
lane. You're not waiting for a label or whatever
Absolutely.
production company to come
Yeah.
help y'all. Y'all are it.
Yeah, no, if you see like all of our videos, man, we like to make sure at the end of it, like our videos are only like what, 2 minutes, 3 minutes long.
Yeah, about 2.5,
But
yeah.
but the actual video that you're watching is 8 minutes because
Oh shit.
we're rolling the credits, but we're showing you all of the BTS. You get to know the entire team. You get to see the director. You get to see the gaffer. You get to see you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody who plays a part
Right.
as a Brody here, because I just feel like that gets overlooked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We look at the people who are in the forefront, but the people who are behind the scenes are what's making this happen.
Just as important, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For
and
sure.
and we, you know, I've had people reach out like, man, you know, it's gonna take it longer to get seen because, you know, you want to just maybe make another video with that. Man, fuck that.
Yeah, nah.
Anything we do, anything you tell us to do, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
We doing the opposite.
Yeah, 100%.
Because again, we're creating our own blueprint.
You know what
bro.
way that is called? You know what it's called?
What?
The Brody way.
The Brody way.
And it's the Brody way from this Brody hood that we've created.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So
From
you know
from you know where? The Brody verse.
the Brody
The
verse.
Brody verse.
And you know what else?
Well,
Because when you're in the Brody verse,
Yeah.
you bro crazy.
Yeah. Brody crazy.
Yeah, Brody crazy.
Okay.
Yo.
Shay's over here like, what the?
You're like, what's going on?
Hey, you a bro that, baby.
Thank
You're a bro that, baby.
Thank you for
understand?
like welcoming me to the team.
Hey,
Come on.
Shannon, get on
Love
these
it
shrooms.
here.
Get on
I
these
love it
shrooms.
That's it. We're gonna get you on these things, baby. Yes, it is beautiful up here.
Y'all are hilarious.
So
Yes.
when is it? So you got the project you just announced here for the very first time. Say the name again. When's it dropping?
R&B season 1.
R&B season 1.
Yeah, so that lets you know, that's a hint to you that there's
Yeah.
an R&B season 2.
Oh my
and a
god.
season
Yes.
3.
Yes.
And a whole R&B album.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, it's a lot. I'm gonna be real. Hey, Ron, I dropped in 2022. I dropped a record. We gave a taste. We gave a sample. I got you. Right?
Oh, yeah.
We
I
gave
love that
we
record,
gave
too.
the I got you
Yeah,
record. That
yeah.
was just a sample. Last year we dropped 2 records. We dropped Bib City with E40, Uncle 40, and we dropped Wait. This year, bruh, I'm unloading all this shit. So I hope everybody who has been working, I hope they've been working.
Man.
I hope they've been
that's
working,
right.
dog. Jay-Z, I seen something Jay said, man, take a year off if you want to set the rest of your life up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We took 2.
Yo.
We took 2. And I listened to all the conversations, all the people that came and went during that time. You know what I'm saying? All the conversations we were not in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of artists, you know, for an artist to take 2 years off just to focus on a sound, to focus on the right
Really
now.
lock in,
Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like mapping out. We were thinking about 2028. We were thinking about 2027.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 2030. We were thinking then
Yeah.
Right.
in 22 and 21. You know what I'm saying? So at 24, just starting to say, oh yeah, now it's time for us to release this music.
Oh
you know what I'm
my
saying?
God,
So there's season 1, there's season 2, there's 3, it's so much music that you got that I have to give you now, you know, because we live by this thing called the ecosystem. And when I say the ecosystem, everything's coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You deal with labels, man, where I recorded so much music on the
And they
labels,
held you
man.
back? Like, you can't release that?
You couldn't put it
hell
out,
no.
bro. I got songs that are in my computer. I have over 100 records that are in my computer that I can't release.
Because that's
Why
with the
not?
label.
Because you have producers who produced it, right? Who you may not be cool with no more, or who on their high horse, or you can't find them, whatever.
Right.
You have writers who are part of that. You can't, if I come and I do something, if you send me, that's why I tell people don't send me songs.
Right.
You know, because if you send me a song, even if I like it, I'm gonna cut more than half of it.
Right.
I'm gonna trash more than half of it, and then we're gonna come in and put the Bay Area on it. I'm gonna come in and do my Bay thing on it, and now you can never take this record anywhere else. At least this version of this record anywhere else.
Right.
And even the beat, I'm gonna trash a bunch of shit that you produced on there.
Yeah.
I may keep your chords.
Right.
But we're gonna redrum it. We're gonna
For sure.
you know what I'm saying, produce it, because I've been through so much with that, bruh.
Yeah.
Records like Rock You Back to Sleep. Now, you know, I'm recording it. Rock you back to
I was
sleep,
over here
girl.
singing. Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I ain't
Like,
that good, but
you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy August. Like, he wrote the shit out that record.
Yeah.
That's when I learned the game. You don't write it, you don't control it.
Yeah.
The label didn't want to buy it when I recorded it. You know what I'm saying? So he took it over to Chris. Chris recorded it. He won it. You know what I'm saying? Trey
Those
songs.
are your lyrics?
No. Those are his lyrics.
Okay,
That's the thing. You learn the game. You know what I'm saying? I got records that Trey Song ended up on Trey Songs, you know, project, because you're working with these writers who are working with everybody.
Exactly.
You're working with these producers
giving
who
them
have no
ideas.
loyalty to nobody.
That's what I'm saying. They're giving you ideas and they taking it to the next
Yeah,
session with
like,
them.
I became the demo.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I become the demo for this shit. Nelly's The Fix. That was supposed to be my next that was supposed to be my second single
With
after 2
Ty.
a.m.
Ty Dolla $ign on there?
No, that was
Or
with
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. That's supposed to be my second single, dog.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden some shit happened and then Nelly got it.
Oh,
you feel me?
man.
So again,
man.
going through these things, but see, I'm not one of those artists that looks like pointing fingers at people.
Right,
and
right.
shit.
Yeah.
I point the finger at myself.
Yeah.
I was recording records I didn't write. I didn't produce. So now, sorry that everybody has to bite the bullet for this now, but
Right.
I can't take a record you fully produced.
Yeah.
I can't take a record that you fully written.
Right. Because you learned.
Like, you're going to have to be somebody like Timbaland.
Yeah.
Okay.
And even Timbaland go like, bruh, we're going to have to get in the lab, bruh.
Yeah.
We're going to have to get in together, my guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just, and again, you know, people will say what they want to say, but it's us standing on business, bruh.
Yeah, 100%.
It's us standing on our morals and our
100%.
principles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? About how we do business.
Yeah.
And the way that we represent ourselves. You know what I'm saying? At this point now, when you create a sound and you're creating a genre like we are, it's imperative that you are a part of everything that comes out from that.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, I can't leave it in the hands of somebody just sending me a record.
Yeah.
Unless it's a feature. If it's a feature, then even then, we're still going to do something to this 8 bars that I'm about to do. You going to hear Sonny B in that on them keys or on them drums. You're going to hear me on this, the backgrounds. It's going to be us for however long I'm on that record.
That's why I say it's like it is a foreshadowing of you when you had to build the house.
Exactly.
It's that you really got to build that shit from the ground up yourselves, so you own that shit.
It's
you know
like,
what I mean?
what do I look like if I'm just standing to the side and saying, "Hey, man, this is what I want," but you know, while y'all in there, just if you feel it, just do it. No, fuck that. I'm in here too.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
We're not doing this.
Right.
Let's do it like this. I'm gonna show you what I want. Let me show you how to do this. It's gonna look ugly as shit, but this is gonna be the blueprint, so you can fix it now. But you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's really what happened. It went from where I was from 8 to 6 o'clock. I'm at the house building this house, and then when we shut down because of noise ordinances and all of that, like at 6 o'clock we shut down, and I'm to the studio to meet Son so we can build the sound. You know what I'm saying? So it was literally that for a year, and then after that it was like, now that we got this, let's run with it. But before we put it out, let's make sure we got the follow-ups, follow-up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you got all your ducks in a row. Like you're not
It's not a
worrying about what's
mistake.
the next thing.
Yeah, how you
already
hear
have.
artists that drop a record and you're like, damn, this is a smash.
Right.
This goes crazy. And then you start wondering like, well,
What else?
where's the next one? Like,
Yeah.
well, why is this next one not living up? Because at that point, you didn't know you had a hit.
Right.
Before we drop any of this shit, we had to be sure that we had it.
Yeah.
So we think we got it, let's do it 10 more times. And then after we get those 10, let's do it 30 more times.
Yep.
And after it's like being in the gym and you shooting 1,000 fucking threes a day.
Yeah.
Like at that point, you know you a 3-point shooter. You know you a killer. But now you effortlessly, right? But now you're saying to yourself, okay, I done made thousands of shots a day. Now let me go up to the highest point of the arena and shoot 1,000 of those. And until I start making those 1,000 times, after that, let's go outside of the arena,
Yeah.
open it up from the top.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't
Push
even want to be
yourself.
able to see where I'm shooting. Just
Yeah, you got to push
in
yourself
that
to the
bitch.
next plateau.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
how do you continue pushing yourself?
Yeah.
And for me, it's that, you know, the Bay Area, we have a tendency to create our ceiling. You know, when we get a hit, we become that ceiling for ourselves.
Right,
Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, me and Heartbreak talked about it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it becomes this thing. You
Yeah.
change with your success.
Right.
Rather than it being like, okay, I'm not gonna block this. I'm not gonna create this ceiling for myself. I'm gonna keep working. Every hit, I'm gonna have to redo it and redo it and redo it and do it again.
Right,
do it
right.
again. Nobody has to tell us to do it again.
Right.
Nobody has to tell us to get in the studio and stay there till 8 in the morning.
True, yeah.
You've been there, bruh.
Yeah, yeah.
You've been there where you like, you know, Ron falling asleep. Ron like, hey man, y'all might have to get an Uber, dog. 'Cause I can't take, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I can't hang.
Because this is
Yeah.
it. This is the duty, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know?
What's some advice that you could give the younger you? Because you have experienced, you know, being in the top of your game,
Yeah.
in the radio and all
Yeah.
that shit,
Yeah.
and having to start from ground zero. What could you tell yourself, you Adrian Marcel, now tell yourself, the young you?
Wake the fuck up.
Yeah. Okay.
Wake the fuck up, dog. Trust you. Stop leaning on all these other motherfuckers, man. Stop looking for everybody else to do it for you.
Yeah.
You make the call.
Do it yourself.
Yeah.
You send that text. You send that email.
Yeah.
You get your ass up and go pull up on that person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get you this fear that young and upcoming artists have, right? And it's a fear because it's the unknown.
Right,
Like, you walk into a space where you've never been here before. You don't know what this is, so you're easily impressed. You're easily convinced.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But standing on what it is that you believe, you know, turn off what at that time for me back then it was just the TV, but turn off the TV, turn off the internet. You know, today these kids is turn off social media.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, turn this shit off for a second. I'm not hating on it. We
Yeah.
need it.
Right.
Yeah. No,
We
for
need
sure.
social
Take a
media at this
break.
point. It's a part, right? But there has to be a reality that you have, right? Like that movie Inception. What's your little widget that you have that says,
Right.
"Oh, I still got the light on.
Right.
Oh shit, let me turn this light off."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Turn the switch off. You know what I mean? And I think for me as a youngin', man, I was so eager to be in it, so willing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And luckily, I knew me enough that I wasn't gonna do nothing that was outside of my integrity or dignity. But
Right.
but still, in artistry, like doing things that that's not what you want to do, and that's not you. There were people who were telling me to wear this, say this,
Damn.
don't say that, don't showcase this, don't
Yeah.
da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? And now I have people around me that are like, nigga,
Do it.
talk you.
Talk your shit.
Do your shit.
Yeah.
Be you,
For
bruh.
real.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I start to realize, like, well, damn, all these people didn't fall in love with me because of the music. They fell in love with me because we up here really chilling.
Exactly.
Like, this the real me they getting.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? So, it was me now accepting the Filipino side, accepting the cultural side to myself, accepting, you know what I'm saying, where I'm from and what I believe, and not trying to make it coincide or coexist with, you know,
what everyone else
blending it
got
with
going.
everyone else.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not like
that's
y'all.
what makes you lit. Being
Yeah,
different,
I appreciate that. It's like we were just laughing about it. You know, the Brody's clowning me because, man, I was in high school with everybody had the what was that, the
Fidget spinner?
No, what was those things y'all had, the sidekicks?
Oh yeah.
And all that. Man, I had the BlackBerry on the side with the you feel me,
okay.
with the Bluetooth.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm in high school. You feel me?
You was the
like
man.
walking around like I'm doing business.
I know that's right.
And I used to get clowned for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, maybe I need to stop. But it was always then, like, thinking about it now, like, damn, these things were the strengths of mine. You know what I'm saying? Back then, like, and bringing them to today. So, you know, man, it's just, I would just tell myself, man, feel you. Like, wake up and be you, dude. Right. You know?
We're gonna take a quick break, and we gotta play a little game with you, by the way.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? We got
Love
Aaron's
games.
Wheel of Fun.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
that shit sound
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm telling you.
Everybody be nervous. Like,
That
what
shit
the
sound
Yeah,
crazy.
we're gonna play that
I'm about to pop
right
me another
after.
shroom real quick so I can be ready for this. Let's get it.
We're gonna get into that right after this. We're gonna take a quick break, man. It's On Air with Aaron on HB Radio, Las Vegas' #1 hip hop internet station.